Have you ever witnessed someone speaking or teaching with everyone else listening really attentively, even if the message isn't particularly important or interesting? This is often because of the speaker's attractive way of presenting and, most importantly, their use of body language. Body language stands as one of the most crucial means of communication. It makes up well over 50% of the listener's memory retention, like what they actually hear and listen to. Actors, politicians, public speakers spend years and years mastering this art. So you can imagine for us teachers how much of a game changer it actually is in captivating our students and, more importantly, ensuring they actually comprehend everything we convey, even if their English proficiency is low. Expressive facial features, your whole face really, is part of this and a powerful tool for communication. Now, by communicating emotions through your facial expressions, we cultivate a more engaging and relatable atmosphere. Smiles, frowns, raised eyebrows, and other expressions really help convey enthusiasm, encouragement, or really any other target feelings that we want to promote for a clearer understanding. Now, all of this really works well, especially for role plays and dialogues. Gestures and hand signals. Use purposeful gestures to aid verbal communication. This means using your hands to illustrate concepts, draw connections, or even emphasize really important points. For example, just saying it is an enormous house might not really be easily understood, but by including gestures, it is an enormous house. This makes it a lot more easily understood. Now, these live visual reinforcements serve to help comprehension as well as better memory retention. Eye contact and creating a connection. Establish and maintain eye contact to build a stronger connection with your students. Eye contact fosters trust, engagement, and a sense of presence in the classroom. It communicates that you are attentive and invested in the learning process. Plus, it allows you to create meaningful bonds with your learners. Just be mindful not to stare. Movement and proximity. Strategic movement around the classroom enhances the overall energy and focus in your class. So adjust your proximity to individual students and groups during discussions and activities to signal that you're attentive, you're there, and encourage participation. Now, purposeful movement can prevent monotony and kind of repetition and help sustain interest. It is just so boring for your students when they're just sitting there watching a teacher giving instructions behind a desk. So observing someone purposefully moving around is much more attractive. Posture and confidence. Consciously maintain an open and confident posture, not closed. Stand tall, but avoid being too kind of rigid and tight. A relaxed posture shows approachability and that you're confident. It creates a positive learning environment where students feel a lot more comfortable speaking out and asking questions to the teacher. Voice modulation and expression. This goes a little bit deeper into the verbal side of things. So did you know just by adjusting your voice modulation, you can better convey meaning and emotion? Varying your tone, pitch, volume, and pace adds that kind of color to your communication, helping to sustain that attention and emphasize key points. Interactive activities and physical expression. Incorporate interactive activities and encourage students to use body language. Role plays, drama exercise, group discussions, and TPR all provide opportunities for physical expression, fostering creativity and active participation. And in my experience, it's just a lot of fun. Non-verbal feedback. While we often think of using body language ourselves as teachers, another important aspect is actually being able to read it. Now, this skill really helps you understand your students a little bit better and often catch a bad situation early or before it actually happens. For example, a student over here is about to disrupt another classmate. So, recognizing these nonverbal signals of confusion, engagement, disruption, discomfort allows you to tailor your teaching approach, showing your ability to manage not just the class, but also gives you a commitment to the individual needs of all of your students. Cultural sensitivity in body language. Acknowledge cultural diversity and its impact on body language. So what this means really is being a bit more sensitive to cultural differences in gestures, personal space, eye contact, all of this. This awareness really promotes cultural relationships and avoids misinterpretation, which can happen often. Always best to find this out before meeting your students and especially adult learners. Modeling effective communication. So act as a role model for effective communication. You can kind of do this by consistently using natural, intentional, and positive body language in your interactions. This sets a bit of a standard for a respectful class communication and also encourages students to do the same and adopt similar habits building up their confidence, and creating awesome presenters and ultimately a better, safer language learning environment. There you have it, guys. Body language tips for all you teachers out there. I hope it helps you. Please give us a like, share, and follow for more of these teaching tips. This is Warren Hammond, signing out.